back. This is Moon and Gemini in the third house. Congratulations to LeBron. For he's the all-time leading scorer. I'm not all excited about it. I'm not affected by it really because I actually hold him to a higher standard. I'm not really surprised. That's guys is amazing. So I salute him. But he got I think he got a lot more to accomplish that he got a lot more to accomplish. I think he like setting new levels and stuff like that. But anyway, first we talk about how the moon is molded, how it's molded, how it's created, what issues was going on, what situations with people, and the mother via the mother and early childhood. So first of all, Aries is the ascendant, and I don't know if you know, but with Aries ascendant, everybody is doing their proper job, whatever. All the planets are doing exactly what they were, you know, whoever started this or, you know, their proper job. I'll just put it that way. And so all the signs, you could have a Pisces ascendant or a Taurus ascendant, but this is, for example, it's just for if you have Aries ascendant, all the signs are in their proper house. So Cancer is in the fourth, Gemini is in the third. So your roots, the fourth house, your family. Now, when I say family, this is broad right here. It's not just a stranger could be family. Anybody you feel is family to you, or like they. And so that's what I mean when I say family. So just keep that in mind. Then home. Home is again, it's a broad thing. It's not. It could be your actual home, and this could be your actual family, but it's where you feel at home. You could feel at home in the middle of the like Tarzan or you know, Raised by Wolves or Bambi or something like that. Home could be like jail. You could feel at home at like jail or wherever you feel at home. So that's what I mean when I say home. Like I said, roots. Your cultural um, culture, your culture, your family culture is what I mean when I say culture. You know, your traditions, family traditions. This is a house where uh, whether it's a person or some like a house or something like that, it's a convenience. It's something to help you like make your life easier to handle or deal with, like a home, like a family, nurturing, nourishment, uh, uh, you know. I think you guys get it. So all of these things is what the mind was molded off of, molded around. So that stood out to you. That for this Aries ascendant again, they go right for it. Aries ascendant people go right directly to the what you see is what you get. Um, and that's why all the planets they act the same way. They're not doing this thing. You know, everybody is going right for what they. All the planets are going right for what they do and what their proper job. So nourishment was a big thing, nurturing, home, a family, just feeling like you're protected. Again, another thing. This is emotional. This house is the emotional foundation house. It's psychological foundation. emotional security. All these things were earlier on in your early childhood and through your mother. These are the things that was right around here, your brain, your emotions. These were the things you were taking in, you were seeing, for better or worse. If it was there or if it wasn't there, um, it stood out to you, affected you emotionally. You actually began to um, digest these things without even knowing. It was when we children, with the subconscious mind is wide open, and everything, any and everything is coming at. But for this ascendant, for this person with this moon, cultural, family traditions, you know, whether you, hell, this could be like you would be at your friend's house, and like maybe your friend's family, they would invite you to go camping, like this their cultural tradition or something like that, and maybe you felt like family with them, something like that. That can be an example too. Again, wherever you feel like family, it could be your own family, your roots were really instilled in you and had an emotional effect on you. And to this day, whether you're conscious of it or not, this is what's going on. Like, I would say from the ages of about, I don't know, maybe 9-ish, something like that, to like maybe your junior year, like 16, 17, somewhere up in there, the behavior was affectatious, meaning um, like you were behaving in this way that I'm talking about, but you weren't aware of it. Does that make sense? Uh, and as time went on, you became more aware of it. But yeah, definitely, um, your roots. Not act. It could be, and this is another house. Another thing. This house is your inner world. Your inner world, like in private when nobody else is around, or the people, if whoever is around, they again they make you feel comfortable. That's the fourth house as well. They make you feel comfortable. You feel at home. You feel like family. Um, these are the things that mold you, like comfort and discomfort took an emotional toll on you, emotional toll on your thinking too. Um, Something related to fourth house. You get what I'm saying? And also your mother, um, uh, her nurturing or lack thereof. How did she make you feel comfortable? How did she do it? All of these things were like emotional, like had emotional toll on you, and you started to receive the world based off of these things, based off the relationship with your mother and her, you guys' involvement with your roots. And when I say roots, it can be home like actual physical roots in the ground. You feel planted in the ground, or just the very bottom of you, the seat of you. This is a house. This is the seat of peace of mind. This is where it sits. Uh, so it could have been emotional turmoil, um, whether it was emotional turmoil or it was a peaceful home. Again, this is what the mind extracted, um, the ingredients it used to create itself, if I could put it a certain way. And it was all about third house things, expressing yourself, expressing I'm comfortable, I'm not comfortable, I want to get to know my ancestors. Oh, but why don't we go, camping like my friends, do? Why, all these questions and things come up, conversations about them, because Moon is in Gemini, it's in the third house, and the questions are going to come. They're going to have them. these people, some more than anybody else, I would say, question where they come from, question where their roots started, question whether they question things about fourth house, like why don't we have a car, or uh, um, why does our family, why do we you know go on vacations, and my friend's family, they don't do anything. These are things. This is what I'm talking about. And conversations and connections come from this, come from fourth house things. Um, so yeah, that's a little bit about it. I wish I could keep going. I really do. I could. I just, like I said in one of my videos, it would take forever to upload, and I don't think y'all should have to wait that long for videos. Maybe like in the future, when further down in my studies and my videos, I'll make them longer. But the thought process, second bullet point, thought process and expression. Comfort has to do Comfort at home, the home life, has to do with how these people do in school and early life. And the people in their school, like they're the teachers, the students, pick this up from these people. They feel, not feel, but they see in this person that their communication style, what they have to say or don't have to say, what they want to talk about, maybe where they want to go after school, some I don't know. Again, it's the third house of the environment. It could be a park, Walmart, or something like that. Somehow it had to do with what was happening at home. Like they may have seen something at home, maybe on TV or something like that, and you know now they want to go and get it, from they want to take those neighborhood trips or neighborhood walks, or go somewhere in the local neighborhood, in the local community, um, in order to keep this thing at peace. They have to do that. Keep your emotions stable. Disposition. You have to take These people have to take walks around the neighborhood, or just short trips around, for them to be, um, you know, not turbulent, and to be, what's the word I'm looking for? I guess secure, emotionally secure. That's connected to that. The moon in Gemini coming from the fourth house. Um, so if you're having a conversation with somebody like this, it might go something like, I hate being at home, or I love being at home. Um, and then they'll talk about the comforts or the discomforts, what took place in the home, why their peace is, why they were able to be peaceful at home, or what interfered with it. They talk to That's what they talk about a lot. They talk about their peace a lot. They talk about the ancestors and roots, traditions, um, fourth house things, fourth house things, and this is like for Moon and Gemini. I was thinking about this a couple days ago. You need to have an outlet. I want to say that probably in every video for the Moon and Gemini, because for like the moon here, it has to like get rid of, you know, loss, not loss, but sorrow. Just they need like an escape route, kind of, to get rid of all of this because Cancer, um, uh, Gemini, the Gemini moon. I'm sorry, yeah, that's right. Cancer is 12 places from Gemini. 12 places from any house is a loss of that house. So all around any house that this moon in Gemini is, they need to have a place where they can lose themselves, like they can just vent and go off and get all of their thoughts and feelings out. That's what I was trying to say. And for here, especially more than anywhere, have to write or talk or take a walk. It's kind of for this placement. It's kind of like you got more. I don't know. It seems like you have more options that are at your fingertips because you're not gonna always have somebody, a friend or a neighbor or somebody at school to talk to or somebody in your local community. But you can always go for a walk. You can always write. You can always uh, uh, um, exhaust yourself. Right here, this third house is efforts. So it's in the moon. It says so. It's emotionally charged efforts. Like you'll feel something, like something will happen at home again, or where you feel home, or something related to family, or like something like your peace has been either attained or disturbed, and you need to have some avenue, something to get that all out so you can be at peace. So that's the expression. Like man, I don't feel good at home. I don't feel like this, and that happened with my mother and my brother, and they was doing this and that, and uh, just that's what they'll be talking about. That's the expression here. That's the expression here. It'll always be something related to either their home life, their family life, or their roots, their culture, their family culture or lack thereof, or something with their like they are just not emotionally secure. And in order to have it, you need to be getting it out. You need to be getting your feelings out somehow. But we'll be back with part two with house to house and peace of mind.